Mr. Real Talk, your go-to YouTube channel for brotherhood, sisterhood, and an attempt at righteousness. This is the second time in as many weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks, that I've seen a UFO at my job, aka at my slavery. What the hell is going on? I'm telling you, fam, it literally seems like I am a magnet for UFOs. It never used to be like this. I'm talking ever since the summer of 2024, a couple of months ago, the month of August to be exact. Ever since August of 2024, I went to Negro Mountain. I wasn't by myself. There were other Hebrews there, okay? And we saw multiple UFOs. You call them orbs, UFOs, call them whatever you want. At this point, I really don't even care what anybody calls these things. But I do care that I keep on seeing these things. Hey, family, I never used to see these things. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Look, I know some of y'all have been seeing these things. It's nothing to you, but this is something to me. I'm new to all these UFOs and orbs pulling up on me at my house, pulling up on me in Negro Mountain. I'm telling y'all, back in August of 2024, that was the very first time that I seen UFOs and orbs for myself. I mean, with these up close and personal, okay? And there were other people who saw it too, not just me. And ever since that weekend, ever since that day in August 2024, where we saw all of those UFOs and orbs, ever since that day, look, if there's anybody on this who sees this video and you were at Negro Mountain back in August of 2024, whether you was one of the Hebrews that was out there, whether you one of the truck drivers out there, a lot of them was Hebrews too. Some of those truck drivers, I gave you guys the link to this channel, and I saw you subscribe to the channel. Is there any of you truck driving brothers on here right now that remember August in 2024 when we saw all those UFOs? Is there anybody on here who remembers that? But ever since that day, I kid you not, fam, ever since that day, it seems like I've been seeing these things. The first time after that, the first time after being on Negro Mountain when I seen those things, I want to say, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago when I was at work. 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was at work and my coworker, I told that story on here. My coworker was pointing up. He was like, pointing up. But he just kept shaking his head saying, like that ain't supposed to be like that. We outside working, right? We working on this big piece that's going up in the air. We thinking that he's pointing at the piece that we working with, that we trying to get situated. Whole time he pointing up into the sky, looking at these UFOs. When I saw how distraught and in distress his facial expression was, I had to step all the way back. And when I stepped all the way back and looked up, I'm like, oh snap, that's them UFOs. Those are the same things that I seen in Negro Mountain. And side note, those UFOs and orbs, it's something about Pennsylvania. UFOs and orbs, they love Pennsylvania. That's where I first seen them at, okay? And then like 2 or 3 weeks ago, like I was just telling you, my coworker at work was like, And when I stepped back, I looked, I was like, oh, snap. We saw 3 UFOs up there, and they was doing all kind of crazy stuff. Moving crazy, funny, fast. If you've ever seen these things in action, you know how they move. Totally unconventional. No man-made vehicle or apparatus can move in the way that these things move. And then here we are again today at my job, y'all. At my 9-to-5 slavery. How many times am I gonna keep on seeing these things? And look, after the thing like 2 or 3 weeks ago, seeing UFOs at my job, then like a week and a half ago, at my crib, outside of my crib, UFOs. Y'all, That's why I say it seems like I'm being followed by these damn call them orbs, UFOs, chariots, call them what you want. It seems like I'm being followed because like a week and a half ago, UFOs, orbs, call it what you want, right? This thing was like circling. I told you guys, it was like circling a parameter in my neighborhood. It was almost literally like this thing was doing a police beat, a police patrol, but with a UFO circling my residence. I kid you not. And when I left to go get something to eat, as I was leaving, the UFO had left. I seen it out on the main road when I went to get something to eat. If I'm lying, I'm dying, y'all. When I came back home, the UFO showed up again and it was circling the perimeter, circling my neighborhood again. If I'm lying, I'm dying, y'all. And then right before I went in the house, the UFO pulled out on the side of the crib, and it was just sitting there. Look, and that joint, it was going like this, blinking, right? When it would blink on, it would be bright. But when the lights would go out, it would be like nothing is there. And it would change up like the frequencies. It would go, boom, 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 boom. And then the joint, first it was just hovering, right? It was just sitting there. And then the joint did whoop, 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 whoop. I was like, yo, what in the hell? Imagine seeing something like that going on near your home. That's what this thing was doing, y'all, like a week and a half ago. And then this morning, hey, y'all, I cannot make this up, y'all. This morning, and look, it wasn't like just dark outside. The sun hadn't came all the way up yet, but it was not even dark outside. That's why I was like, hey, yo, I cannot believe this. I'm at my job, at my 9-to-5 slavery. I'm outside. I'm out back. It's cold out there. Nobody wanted to be out there. I didn't want to be out there. But I just happened to have to go on a mission, and I was the only one out there. When I looked up there, I was like, yo, you got to be kidding me. Because since I've seen these things so many times now, I'm always paying attention to the skies. It's a lot of stuff going on up in the skies, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's so many things going on up in the heavens, y'all. That's one of the reasons why they keep on spraying, because they don't want us to see, y'all. I'm always looking in the heavens, looking in the sky, because it's a lot going on up there, y'all. I mean, a whole lot with all these stars or so-called stars. A lot of shapes in the sky, a lot of triangles in the sky. I'm talking to somebody out there. It's a triangle of stars that been in the sky ever since a couple of weekends ago when all those planets lined up in a row. It was like 6 or 7 planets that lined up. It was like a Saturday night, a couple of weekends ago. Ever since that night, there's been this triangle star that's been in the sky every single night since then. I can't make this kind of stuff up, y'all. So now we got triangle stars in the sky and UFOs keep showing up at my job. Why do UFOs keep coming to my job? This morning, like I said, it was not dark outside, but the sun was not all the way up. But it was plenty bright out there. It was easy to see this thing, y'all. This wasn't no airplane. This wasn't no helicopter. This wasn't a drone. This thing was a so-called UFO. Look, an orb is just one light. This thing, it was 2 lights. And it was just sitting there. Hey, y'all, I cannot make this up, y'all. It was just sitting there like it was just parked in an invisible parking space. And then every once in a while, it will move a little bit, but not too much. Not too much. And I know that this thing was aware of me seeing it. Y'all, can you imagine the thoughts that are going through my head right now? This is the second time I've seen UFOs. Why these things keep showing up at my job? This is the second time. This is not normal. Or maybe I'm late. Maybe it's normal for UFOs, orbs, whatever, to keep showing up at people's jobs. To show up at their homes. I told y'all this thing came to my house about a week and a half ago. This thing was circling the neighborhood. And then when I went out to eat, I saw the jump streak across the sky on the main road. I'm not making this up, family. And then when I came back home, the UFO showed back up and it was circling the block. And then as I exit my chariot, getting ready to come in. That joke came out from the side. I was like, what the hell? And then it just sat there and hovered. And then it started flashing. And y'all, I cannot make this up. My mind is spinning right now. And then today at my slavery, another, call it what you want, UFO, orbs, but it was two of them and they was just sitting. Y'all, I cannot make this up. And you know what? When I tried to take a picture of it, I wanted to get a picture and a video. I pulled out my phone, right? Because I'm like, oh, I'm going to get this on film this time so I can show y'all. I go to film. I'm like, yo, I'm filming the jump, and then I don't see nothing. So I look. I'm like, it's still there. And then when I look through my camera, I don't see nothing. I look back in the sky. It's sitting right there. Look through my camera. Don't see nothing. I said, ain't this something? I couldn't get it on camera. I couldn't get a picture. I couldn't get a video because it would not register on the camera, even though I was looking right at it. Y'all, I'm being followed by UFOs, family. I'm being followed by orbs. What do you guys think about this situation? This is the second time that these things have come to my job. And a joint came to my house. But it all started back in the summer of 2024 on Negro Mountain. I'll never forget that night. All praises to the Most High God, Yahweh, and Him alone. Tav X, Hebrews, purity and becoming one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.